YouTubers, family and friends. Okay, this is part 3 of my solar repair, troubleshooting, whatever you want to call it today. I've been driving 4 hours, 2 trips back and forth to the city, and spent over 7,000 pesos. But my awesome electrician Glenn that resides in Dipolog, he's like the king of Dipolog, and he found me all the parts I needed. So the reason I had to go back a second time was this here. If I can open this thing with one hand. Okay, so here's all the AC breakers are in this panel, right? So like I explained before, one of these surge protectors was blown, this one, right? As you can see, it's mostly red. That one was blown. This one's still good, but that's a spare now. So I got 2 new ones. They aren't exact replacements, but they're close. And I got exact replacements coming that I did find in Lazada. So Lazada is the Amazon of the Philippines, Southeast Asia. Also, a lot of people use Shopee, but I love Lazada. That's usually all I ever use here. Once in a while, I'll still use Amazon because I can get Amazon here, and they do have free shipping for $50 and above. So once in a while, if I can't get it on Lazada, I'll get it on Amazon. But Lazada prices are cheaper. But it takes 5 to 10 days to get your product. Okay, anyway, so then I still was getting my Error F35 on my inverters after I replaced the yellow surge protectors. So come to find out, I grabbed my meter and did some troubleshooting, and sure enough, this AC main breaker, which was right here, this is the old one, this bugger right here was blown. See, you can see the charring kind of discoloration on the side of it. Sure enough, inside it was blown, and this was tripped when I first got home and started looking at everything. So sure enough, it not only blew the surge protector but blew the breaker. It must have been a massive surge. And that's what you get here in the Philippines. The power companies doing all kinds of crazy, wild things. And this is the first one that I've ever had damage. But I've had lots of brownouts, which is low power, and then it surges higher. And this one here must have really been a massive high voltage surge, because, like I say, these components are high dollar components. It cost me to replace that main brake, that cost me 4,000 pesos, which is $80, right? And then it cost me another, what was it? 4,000, no, that was 2. So that's another $25 for these 2 surge protectors. So it's over $100, and altogether, all the costs that I ended up paying was like $145, which is over 7,000 pesos. So that's what. But luckily, I'm just happy I was able to source them through Glenn, and I found out the name of the place he was going. So next time, I just have to find the place, and I have the address now. It's actually an actual solar supply place in Dipolog. Glenn knows right where it's at, but to make things work, when I went there and met Glenn, he just grabbed the bad part and took a trike and went to the store and then came back to me. Otherwise, because there's no parking, it's rare to find any kind of parking in Dipolog, and it's a nightmare. So I went to a place where we always meet at the Jollibee in Dipolog, then where there's parking, and then it's a back and forth thing. So anyways, I'm all back up and running now. It's right toward the end of the day. I lost most of the day for solar production, but we're all good. All my lights are in the green. and the sun's going way down now. It's like 5 p.m. so I'm just making a little bit off my western panels, like 1300 watts, and that's about it. So anyways, I'm just happy I'm back up and running, and that's pretty darn good for Philippines. Be able to source your parts and get it replaced. And I did all the wiring myself. I pulled that main out of there. I turned off all the breakers, and I was still reading power across there, so I was super careful with insulated needle nose pliers, and was able to pull the old one out and then put the new one back in using insulated needle nose pliers and insulated screwdrivers. So it wasn't that big a deal. You just have to be very careful and really know what you're doing. I just don't like doing it usually because electricity only takes one time and you're done. So I only do it in extreme emergency situations. Anyways, you know, the Lord bless me. I got it all taken care of today, so thank you, Lord, for that. So we're back in business. So that's it for part 3 of my solar repair, guys. Appreciate it. Right now, I haven't had a chance to run the pool pumps for the last 2 days, so I'm running them right now, and you can see I got kind of I got an issue here with this. As you can see, it's kind of a greenish tint, and I really don't like that. So I've been pulling out my pH strips, and my pH is way, way low. And like in Las Vegas, when I had pools, my pH was always high, and I had to use morotic acid to knock the pH down to the 7 area. Well, here, it might happen twice a year. And I've been getting real heavy hit with the pollen off the trees heavy this early spring, and that caused the pH to go way down. So I do have soda ash, which brings up your pH, and I used 2 kilos yesterday, and I'm probably going to dump in another 2 kilos here before evening. But I can see instantly because once you get your pH back to near the 7, then your chlorine works way, way better too. So anyways, that's it for today, guys. Coming to you from the Golden Palace in northwestern Mindanao. Love you guys and take care. God bless. Bye-bye.